understand the concept of love.
Guys, it's me. It's been a month since I've uploaded anything at all. But a lot has happened in the past month. I've actually been without an entire month without like access to a computer whenever I want. I mean, I had a MacBook, but it wasn't mine, so I couldn't use it whenever I wanted, and it didn't have any of the software that I could use. You know, like ArcSoft to record gameplay, Sony Vegas, Audacity, stuff like that. So what happened was my laptop's power adapter. You know, you plug it into the wall, keeps it charged and stuff. So you guys already knew that my battery's broken. It was just so that one was dead. So I had to go and buy off of Amazon a new battery and a new power adapter. And the problem was that the power adapter that I bought, the second power adapter that I had, which was the first one I bought, the first one was the one that came with my laptop. But anyways, first let's just go with the history of power adapter. First one broke. It was my fault. Because my laptop's a Dell Inspiron 1545, and the plug, I don't know why they did this, but there's a little like thin piece of metal in the middle on the inside. If that breaks, you can't charge your goddamn laptop. You look at like Toshiba laptops; they're a smaller, more compact, like of the same type of thing. But you can't get your finger or something in there very easily. I don't even know if there's a little pin in there, anyways. But as I was saying, the first one I bought, which was a replacement, it was like $5-6. That one just, I don't know what happened, it just kind of went kaput on me. So then I had to buy the third one, which came, actually today is the 30th of April, 2014, and it took about, I bought it, well, it came in the mail about, on Friday, I think it was Thursday or Friday, and I was able to use it, and so, or no, it came on, I think it came on Saturday or something, I don't, something, it came before, it was sometime between, this past Thursday and Sunday, okay? Anyways, so, now that my laptop's working, I'm like, okay, but here's the thing, just a few days ago, on Sunday, this is incredible news. I can actually expand my channel a little bit more, so to speak, in terms of what I can record, because I have my computer built. Finally have my computer built. It's not at the set. I don't have all the parts I want, but the thing, the whole, like, my dad and I built the computer, and here, okay, this episode. This is obviously post-commentary, even though I can probably do live commentary now, because, you know, awesome freaking computer now. I'll go into the specs later, but first, there's a couple, 3 cuts, and it's still a long video, and I didn't want it to be this long, but I derp, okay? I haven't played this game in 4 weeks, so do not blame me for just be a little bit lenient about how shitty I'm playing, because I haven't played this area in so long, and this is a confusing ass place. Oh, you can wall ride on all these walls in this tunnel. So specs, I have I think I have 4 sticks of 2 GB RAM, so it adds up to 8, and that was hand-me-down from my dad. That's what he had at his computer. I also got, so the only things that I had to pay for were my keyboard and mouse. That's pretty much it. And my case, obviously. But because my dad bought the power supply, he bought the power supply, liquid cooling, and a motherboard. They're not like $200 a piece kind of thing. No. He just bought, you know, parts that would work for me for where I'm would work with the components I already had. So he gave me his old RAM, and he had to upgrade to 16. So he has, I think he has 4 sticks of 4 for the 8. I think it's 1600 speed DDR3 Corsair Vengeance, and it's blue or something like that. And then I have 4 sticks of 2, and it's old Vengeance memory. It's not like the weird like fin looking one that they have now. It's a few years old. I just got knocked out of the sky. I could have killed that second helicopter if I didn't get shot head on. And then you guys already know I have the Dragon Rider case, the black one. I prefer the black one because I can probably paint it and it's easier to paint, I guess. Because I do want to modify it a little bit, just paint wise. But then there's the video card is the 460S, the NVIDIA GeForce 460 SE, and then there's the and that's the only video card I have. And then I have what else do I have? I have a I had to turn around to look. I have an Asus M5A97 revision 2.0 motherboard with, I forgot what processor I have, but it is AMD. I can't remember what I think it's not the 8350. It's not the one I wanted, but then I forgot what kind of liquid cooling I have. And I have a Pevia. I think it's a Pevia power supply. It's non-modular, which kind of sucks. But I used almost all the cables that was pre-installed with it. What else am I missing? Oh, and I have 2 hard drives. One that's 320 gigabytes, which is where all my files and stuff are going, and 160 gigabyte hard drive, which is my operating software and programs. I'm eventually, and I have Windows 7 Ultimate 64-bit on this computer. So I actually spent the last few days. This is Boogie. So I'm gonna show you, like, this is the one with the cutscenes, and this is the first of many failed attempts. And I cut out every single other failed attempt, and I got the because you really don't get a lot of time. If you fuck up, you're gonna have a really hard time trying to catch back up. I might have been able to actually catch her this first time if I actually had boosted instead of just trying to save my cans like hell. And I thought you just had to get near her, but you actually have to talk to her and like press the right trigger to talk. And then, so my 160 gigabyte hard drive that has, I just had to install all, like, basically the programs I already have on my laptop. So I moved my entire music library. I had to actually organize it first before even putting it into iTunes. So I did that. What else? I have iTunes. So the programs I have right now that are at least on my taskbar bar. There's the secret tape. I actually was looking for it. I'm like, where the fuck is it? It's gotta be somewhere down here. Grind 20, Air 4, 60, 250, and that last one is the easiest one in the game. You don't have to do any tricks. You just walk through a gate, and it's in this area, like this specific area right past these giant like power lines. What is I was messing around in Sony Vegas just before I started recording my post commentary for this, and I'm like, why won't it stretch out, like stretch sideways? I don't know why it wasn't doing that when I uncheck the box, maintain aspect ratio, so it doesn't maintain it. So I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it has some. I can't remember. I need to check. Because it works fine on my laptop, but I need to check and see if it'll work. I need to correspond and make sure everything is the same exact thing. So if it's not working, then if it's being stupid, then it's probably because it's a different build. Because I did get this Sony Vegas a little while ago. And then, oh, and that's right. Since I have my new computer, I can actually play any of all of my games that I have on my Steam account, which I will do. I mean, I can finally play They Bleed Pixels. I can play, I can kind of play the DayZ mod, but I can't get onto any servers because it just kind of derps. So I just uninstalled all that so I could save a little bit of hard drive space. What else? I can finally play Just Cause 2. I can also play, what other games did I have that I couldn't play before? I can probably play Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 once I get that, so I can play it on Windows 7. I could probably play those at pretty damn good settings. I was playing Just Cause 2, and that was at like I think medium high or high settings, not ultra, not maxed out settings. It was giving me like 30 frames for that, but for 60 frames, because if it's choppy for a multiplayer game, that's not what you want. But if frame rate is important, kind of important to me, but it's not like that's the deciding factor if I want to play a game or not. I just try to adapt. I mean, when your game lags, or when a console game lags, you're gonna have to learn to fucking adapt, because if you don't, you're gonna be shit out of luck. Like, when we were in 99th Street or any other populated area, which will include Highway 0, which is, or at least a specific area of that. But now that I can do live commentary and stuff, and once I figure out how to get the volume level just right on, for when I use Fraps, if I use Fraps, I might use something that is compressed. I don't want to use totally uncompressed. So I'm going to do that, and then what else? Shit, what was I gonna do? I don't know. Something. I'm still trying to figure out the little itty bitty kinks with this. I don't know why you couldn't grind up that pole, but whatever. Maybe it's just because it's who the fuck knows. Now you guys would probably know by now that the hitbox, like the collision boxes and stuff like that, not exactly coherent with what you see, because I'll be like skating on air and there's nothing there, it's weird like that. But then again, it is an old game, and they probably didn't. This wasn't like a big budget game where they had to check and make sure everything is perfect. Like there's no errors or mess ups or anything. I was trying to get the, what was it? 250,000, but that's not gonna happen until later in the video. Because here I'm just kind of. This is mostly just fucking around, but I didn't cut this out because I'm getting the graffiti, so you guys can see where every single graffiti is. Even though I'm being fucking retarded here. 60 tricks. 60 tricks should be done in the tunnel. Or well, you can do it pretty much anywhere, because you can grind throughout this entire freaking level. I kid you not, you can. It is possible. You have to have some form of skill, of course. But apart from that, So my computer is finally running. I'm so goddamn happy that I can actually use this instead of my shitty broken laptop. I mean, now that I have a battery and a power adapter, I can actually use it, but the broken screen is still driving me insane. Once that is fixed, if I get that fixed, then I'll probably use it a little bit more, because now I can take it other places and stuff, not have to worry. But it's just ugh. And the thing is, my battery, if you guys look up Dell Inspiron 1545 battery, some of them don't have this big circular bulge at the edge, so it kind of pops out of so it doesn't look streamlined. That's what I have. I don't have the one that looks like the one that comes with it, that kind of is flush with the shape of the laptop, which I really don't care. It's a fucking battery. It makes it work. That's all I care about. And I totally wasn't even paying attention to that billboard. I mean, I didn't even know it was there, but I'm like, oh, I was focusing way too much on the large graffiti or extra large graffiti that we had to do. You'll see that what I just did a couple times where I hit the rail, but I jump at the same time. So I guess I jump and hit like right below where it would lock you to the rail and start grinding. So that's why it looked really slow for me to, you know, stuff things. Yeah, this is like 35 minutes. Crazy. 34, 35 minutes, something like that. So, if you guys have noticed, I actually did change. I actually had to remove I wanted to remove all the playlists that I made for the video games, like for my Let's Plays. I removed them and then I re-added them because the way YouTube is, it's like it's always no matter what, even if you supposedly change the settings, quote unquote, the playlists are always shown as like from newest to oldest, and my streaming playlists, my metal and my electronic ones, they were those and a couple other playlists were kind of messing with each other. Like it wasn't flush, or I wouldn't say flush. It wasn't. It didn't. For me, it just. So I didn't want to. I think this is the right one. This is where I actually get it right. So even though I did fuck up, I actually boosted here. And you want to jump at the wall there so you kind of angle over instead of just waiting until you turn the corner too late. So once you talk to her, she just says, oh, I'll join you, and there you go. We're only like halfway through the goddamn episode. Jesus. So I don't know if I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'm gonna do, what is it? The actual story mode for Just Cause 2. I may just do some multiplayer, with a couple friends of mine and stuff. But I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I mean, Skullgirls is a definite because I'm not even fuck waiting for the Xbox version. I've been waiting so long for that, and they said, "Oh, it's soon." No, just shut up and just no. So, anyways, I would probably have that like max, like just perfect resolution and everything. So if you guys noticed any slight changes in the picture quality, like in terms of like colors and stuff like that, I added a, what is it? Let me just tab to my sticky note. Let's see. It says, oh yeah, and graffiti cleared. So it says sharp. This is just a sticky note for me to remember. So first we have to go back to the Skyscraper District to talk to them and talk to the immortals. But so I put sharpen, and sharpen in Sony Vegas is like for the light sharpen is at 0.25 to 0.250. So I made a new one called Light 100 where it's 0.100. So I did that, and I added that so it makes it a little bit more crisp in terms of picture quality. Then I went to the another video effects, which was saturation adjustment, and I boosted the mid-tones, and I did a soft moderate contrast under the soft contrast category. Those three actually make it look like, because I did that on the intro video. It is edited on the intro video, so you can see it. If you look at the episode 10 and earlier of Jet Set Radio Future, and then the intro to this episode, you'll see slight differences. If it's that noticeable, then definitely. But I don't know if I showed you guys, but there's I think. Oh wait, no, I think we're gonna go get it. I can't remember. I don't know if we got it or not. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't even paying attention. This was a 500 rail. So until it was too late. So so I did those, and I like it. It looks a little bit more vibrantly colored, but not too much that it's like, you know, it doesn't work with the game. It makes the game look way too bright, neonly, like brightly colored or whatever. It makes it look nice. Pressed the jump button, but it didn't let me. But I was gonna cut that out too. I was like, I'm gonna fucking cut this out. Then I see the letter. I'm like, oh wait, isn't this where fucking graffiti soul is? And it is. This is where one of them is, I think. Yeah, there's that one. So we'll be coming back through on a different way on that platform that I just jumped at, because I think it's through a different ladder, and then you can't get back up. You just fall down. There's no ladder to get back up from the other way, only this way. So you go down one ladder, and then you just fall a couple pits. You won't take fall damage. It's not that deep. But I think it's down here, down on the lower half. I'm trying to see. The thing is, they don't. I don't like the camera, because if you hold it down, it just moves down more. Like, if you could tap it down and it would just be stuck there, like you can actually move around like a first-person shooter would, it'd be so much better. But, whatever. It's, 10 years to over 10 years too late to complain about it. Then there's, so let's see, what? I don't have Ableton on my computer yet. I'm going to wait on that. I'm probably going to wait until I just actually buy it. Because I might buy the Ableton Live Suite and Push bundle with a physical copy, because it comes with like a big ass fucking book. And I can install it on 2 computers. So I'll have one spare one or whatever. I might give it to one of my friends who also wants to produce, but we might just end up sharing the same computer, with different users and stuff. So I might like keep that as a, I don't know, I might give it to somebody if they actually want it, but the thing is, I don't want to give something that's like $750, like half of that, or no, it's $600 if I do the bundle, but I don't want to give $300 of that $600 away just because of, what is it? Just because of, because you said you want it, but then you don't actually use it. I want people to be actually serious about this. I mean, like, if I bought it, I'd be using it all the time, because I'd be paying $600 for it. Yeah. You bet your ass I would fucking be using it like crazy. And there's the, yeah, that was the $250,000 one. And I fall into another pit. So when I did that spray can just like facing towards the camera, I was gonna cut that out, but I'm like, wait a minute. I like, once I got like another graffiti, so I'm like, just leave it in. 36 minutes, it's fine. When you think about it, this should have probably been episode 10, because I think I should have had 99th Street just been one part instead of 2, but it was a little bit long and stuff. So this is, hopefully this will be the longest episode of Jet Set Radio Future, and that was unfair as shit. That was just fucking unfair. Now with my computer running, it runs with fans and stuff like that. I think the fan that came with my liquid cooling, which I think, oh yeah, the liquid cooling for my cooler is Cooler Master liquid cooling. I can't remember what exactly it is. I'll probably read it later, like in the next episode or some other video. I will be doing like an actual update, so it's like, hey, look, here's my computer all running, and here's how my setup is now, because it's, when I showed from like my first 2 videos, it's completely different. I'm in a completely different room. 2, I'm not even using the entire desk. I took it apart, so I'm just using the main part that had the big shelf on top of it, but without that big shelf. And everything is condensed to this section of the desk, and the black nightstand that was, I think it was upstairs. Yeah, it was the black nightstand that I had upstairs. It had a drawer on it. Yeah, that and this desk section. Those, that constitutes my, and a little TV tray that's about the same height as this desk, and my, and a little drawer thing for all my drawing stuff and papers. But apart from that, it's just TV tray, for my laptop to be at kind of the same elevation. The desk, which has my monitor, my keyboard, my mouse, my mousepad, my microphone, my microphone and pop filter, my headphones, my TV is also on here, but it's off to the side. And then, if you guys remember that, so if you remember the way that the desk was, the left side is where that midsection, that corner section was. I took that out, and the TV's on the opposite side of that, so it's at the edge. And same with my cases would be right under the TV. Everything's connected to a power strip, and almost everything's plugged into the directly to my motherboard slots for my my stuff, like my HDPVR, my keyboard, my mouse. Let's see, that's 4 ports. And then what else? Did I plug something else in there? I don't think so. I did plug in my controller, a wireless receiver for my controller, but it was, you know how Microsoft is with their drivers for that wireless Xbox 360 controller receiver thing. Drives me insane that it's like, oh, it's an unknown device. Fuck you in the face. I got to work on my laptop because of my friend who bought it for me, Tai Lu. He got it to work for me on my laptop, but now I need to get it to work for my computer, which is complete bullshit. Whatever. So let's see. I think, yeah, I've only actually downloaded like 2 torrents, and that was for Photoshop and Sony Vegas. That was it. I'm not going to be downloading a shit ton of torrents onto this computer because screw that. It's going to my laptop. That can be a virus-infested cesspool for all I care. At least for right now. I'll probably get it wiped and stuff because my laptop has Home Premium Windows 7, and I have, and then this is Windows 7 Ultimate. Which I can see a vast improvement. I mean, laptops suck balls compared to this, and this isn't even where I want my laptop, my computer to be. Not even close. I want like better video cards, a better motherboard, and a better processor. Way more hard drive space. I have around 400 gigabytes, and the operating system drive is already almost full because of the programs. That's fine. That's fine with me. So essentially think of, I have a slightly bigger hard drive. I think my hard drive for my laptop is 300, and then I have 320 gigabyte hard drive. My computer, that's for everything, like my music. At first I'm like, I want this to have its own like music, like library, like, you know, the libraries on the sidebar for the Windows Explorer window, like your file stuff. It's like documents, videos, pictures, and music. I wanted those to be, no, this is a dead end. There's gonna be no thing, but I wanted those to be. I have it on my bigger hard drive to have those things on its own, but I couldn't do that. I just had to change what's included in that. What locations are included there. So I did that, and initially I'm like, where the fuck is my 320 gigabyte hard drive? It's not showing up. So I figured it out. I had to go to computer management and then go to storage. There were these 2 other things like P2 and P3, which were only 100 megabytes a piece. I think that was just like Windows being stupid or whatever. My dad was telling me something about that. I removed their ability to have their own paths, you know, like the letter things. So C is my operating system, obviously, and then D is my documents and stuff. So, and I also have like I wish I had an internal one. By one I mean like Wi-Fi receiver, because I don't know, I want more. I want to have the ability. I want the option of having more USB drives available, because I have now with my case, I'm fortunate enough to not have to waste my 3.0s on the back of my case by doing a pass-through to work the front panel ones, because that would suck dick. It came with that 24-pin connector just directly into the motherboard, which I'm really happy about. And speaking of that, my cable management, we didn't do any. We just wanted to get my computer up and running, and it actually is running pretty damn cool. At least I'd assume so. Pretty sure it is. So, yay! I'm still trying to figure. And now, here, downside. So I installed the drivers that came with my motherboard disk and stuff like that. Just the stuff that was for my motherboard, not these extra utilities. And so I did that, and apparently my front panel audio jack does not work. I plug in like my tiny little headphones to see if it works. It doesn't work. Sound doesn't come out. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I am forced to use my microphone, my Blue Yeti microphone, to even hear anything on this computer. But the good thing is, since I did a favor for my stepdad, he will buy me a set of computer speakers, and the computer speakers are which are the ones I want. I don't want a 5.1. If I want that, then I'd be setting up like a big ass home theater system, and I'm not going to do that anytime soon. And I mean anytime soon. So it's the Genius, I think it's the Genius GX 1250s, the red and black ones, because that's a subwoofer, two left and right speaker, and then volume control and stuff. And I can plug my headphone and microphone jack into that. So, you know, there's more things, more options, more audio options. So whenever I'm like in calls with Skype, I'm probably going to be using my laptop for that. So, because if I'm playing higher, you know, more taxing games, then I'm going to want to take the load, boost. Do not forget the boost there, because if you don't, you're going to go all the way back around. But I'm probably, just to take that extra little, just that little bit of load off from Skype, so it's my computer's focusing on the video game and not much else. But I did trail off. I didn't exactly. I did say medium high settings, and I was getting like 60 frames a second. So, okay, so never mind. Well, and that I was talking about Just Cause 2. I'm very scatterbrained. That's because it's been a month, and I have so many thoughts. I can't even try to get them organized. I could probably be all like, oh, let's write it all down so I know what to talk about throughout this episode. Nah, it's just not my style. Just run with it, man. I just run with it. So I think now that live commentary is most likely a possibility, then I'm gonna do a test recording of Smash Brothers Melee, just running through just one mode, just probably adventure mode, with Roy or something. Just a test, just because it's gonna be fast, but it's gonna be long enough to the point where if it was on my laptop, I could definitely detect some desync later into the video. So I might do that soon. But anyways, as always, guys, it's getting to that time of it's that time, man. It's just I gotta save, and I will actually see you. So I'll see you guys later, everybody. I'll see you. You know what I mean. Infinity out.